That's your halftime score in Halton Arena. Old Dominion has come to town to play Charlotte in a Conference USA showdown. Welcome to the ASN studio. I'm Ashley Bullington. Happy New Year, everyone. Hope you're enjoying today's matchup between the Monarchs and the 49ers. It's been a good season so far for the Monarchs, as they've received votes in both the AP and coaches poll for a top 25 spot. Charlotte, though, is looking to add another win to the column against ODU. Conference USA is a tough basketball conference, and we have more games coming up today on ASN. We saw the Miners on Friday, and we'll be seeing them again today at 3:30. UTEP has made their way down to Houston for a game against Rice in Tudor Arena. This is the Owls' 9th game against another Texas opponent in their first season under new head coach Mike Rhodes. Wofford was on last night playing Sanford, and tomorrow they'll be in Chattanooga for a game against the Mocs. The Terriers and the Mocs in a Southern Conference matchup. This is the last of a 4-game road trip for the Terriers. Then we head out to Annapolis on Wednesday. You'll be seeing another Terrier team. Boston University is going head-to-head with Navy, tipping off at 8 p.m. For a full schedule of games coming up on ASN, go to our website, americansportsnet.com. You can also get live updates on our games by following our Facebook and Twitter accounts. Our handle's live on ASN. Speaking of social media, the 49ers basketball teams got a lesson on the do's and don'ts of social media. We have that coming up after the break. Welcome back to Halftime at ASN. College athletes are public figures in their communities. That means that their social media accounts are constantly being monitored and read by fans. With Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram being such a big part of today's society, the 49ers athletic department decided to be proactive in teaching the basketball teams the do's and don'ts of social media.
We started Spherical Media about a little more than 3 years ago, and the whole idea was to work with athletes in building out their digital footprint. A lot of times there are a lot of pitfalls now with social media and the trouble that they can get into, but what we try and focus on outside of those pitfalls and avoiding them is the positive things and the positive effects that can happen because of social media.
I learned how important it is to think before you talk or think before you tweet. Or most important, just think before you make any kind of action, because it can reflect or it can give people the wrong perception of who you are.
They could share their message so much faster, just so much quicker to a bigger audience in such an instant that they need to be aware of that and then also find ways to do it in a good way. Talking to the media can be a scary thing. I worked in the media for 10 plus years. I know the process that they go through. I know the bad questions that they get. They get served up and sort of put in a tough position sometimes. So figuring out the right way to answer those questions, to be able to represent themselves and their university in a positive light is really what we try and walk them through.
Media training made it way easier to talk to the media now. I learned some great tips on what I can do to improve my speaking, and also I learned some great things just concerning Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Even if I choose to get those things, I know what to do now.
I just learned that how social media really has an impact on your future and the present right now. What you can say can really harm you.
The biggest thing that we want these athletes to come away with is a sense of comfort, a comfort level in what they're doing, not only on social media through all these channels, but also when they sit down to do an interview with the local media or a newspaper reporter, anybody, that they know what they're doing, they're aware of the situations that are out there, the things that can go right, can go wrong, and they feel comfortable in any of those situations.
Thanks to 49ers Media for that great feature. Coach Major, in an interview earlier this season, says he stays off social media and doesn't look at his team's sites, but that he knows his players use their accounts properly for 49ers basketball. That's all the time we have at the ASN studio. We'll send you back out to Halton Arena with the guys after this.